All right, good afternoon, my summer people. I want to go over a couple of little mini lessons, which will probably turn into a longer lesson about sentence structure and then types of sentences. So let me go to screen sharing. And we're going to look first at subject versus predicate. I'm gonna look at this video real quick.
So I just downloaded the free browser extension Honey, and I'm gonna see how much money I can save with it in 24 hours.
And advertisements. Let's see if this can work. All right. Again, this is the on YouTube, Socratica. Very good information, all kinds of educational things on here. Looking at a subject though now.
To be a sentence, you need two ingredients, a subject and a verb. Mary walked. In a sentence, the subject is a doer. Mary is the doer.
It's gonna be
and
Mary.
The action is a verb, walked. To find the subject, look at the verb and think who or what is doing the action in the sentence. Who walked? Mary.
Mary did it.
Anastasia searched for her lost diamond in the snow. First, find the verb or the action. Searched. Now ask who or what did the action of searching? Anastasia.
Anastasia.
You found your subject.
Yes. She's so excited about.
You can have more than one
structure.
person or thing doing the action. Jack and Jill went up the hill. Let's try the verb test. What is the action word? The action word is went. Who went? Jack and Jill. They are both the subject hand in hand of the sentence. Subjects that are joined with and are called compound subjects. Here are some other compound subjects. Hot fudge and vanilla ice cream are the ingredients for my favorite breakfast. Pepperoni and pineapple make tangy pizza toppings. Sometimes you can have even more things in a row acting as a compound subject. Peter, Paul, and Mary sang well together. In that sentence, Peter, Paul, and Mary all sing. So together, they make a great subject of the verb sing. Sometimes a subject is not in the beginning of the sentence. Napping on the porch, the family cat snoozed in the hammock. The action is
Because it started with napping.
and the cat is doing the snoozing, so cat is a subject.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes there's a whole group of words that act as a subject. There's a difference between the complete subject and the simple subject. The chubby family cat known as Garfield and beloved by millions adores lasagna. In that sentence, don't get confused by the group of words in the complete subject. Use the verb to find the simple subject. The action in the sentence is adores. Who adores? The cat. You found this.
All right, so let's look next at predicate.
This is how you order all this delivery food for cheap. Okay, so first, Domino's.
We skipped it. There we go. This will be a short one.
The predicate is a part of the sentence that contains the verb. The subject is not part of the predicate. This part of the sentence tells you something about the subject, but it is not the subject. The sleek brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. The simple subject is the fox. The whole subject includes which fox we're talking about, not just any fox. The sleek brown fox is the whole subject. The predicate is a part of the sentence that contains the verb, jumped over the lazy dog. Subjects can be long and complicated, and so can predicates. If you want to find the subject, look for the verb and find who or what is performing the action. Then you have the subject. If you want to find the predicate, look at the part of the sentence that is not the subject
Has the verb.
and contains the verb. Try another sentence. The world champion swimmer Michael Phelps inspired a whole generation of young athletes. Simple subject. Can you find it? Swimmer. Predicate. Can you find it? Where's the verb? The predicate is inspired a whole generation of young athletes.
All right, so we'll pause that. I'm going to stop the sharing, and we will share another screen. All right, so let's play around with this. Where is it? Bingo, we are here. Here's what I want to do. We have just a pretty simple sentence. My friend David plays baseball all day long. I want to analyze this sentence, and we always want to find the verb, and that will help us analyze or cut the sentence into pieces. And we have found that verb is going to be plays. That's our verb, okay? The verb is, if the left of the verb all the way to the right is going to be your predicate, okay? And we can call that the predicate. What did I just do? Undo. We can say that that's the predicate, okay? And then, actually, I need to do a text box. So let's just draw that one in. We have predicate, okay? And that's always going to be the verb, including the verb, and everything to the right of it. That's called a complete predicate. This simple predicate is just that verb, okay? We are moving to the left of everything, and we have the, let me switch colors here. We have the subject, okay? Oops, let me, the subject, okay? And that is going to include, the full subject is my friend David, okay? Okay, and that's going to be the subject, the complete subject. The simple subject is just going to be David. And I do want to identify real quick, we'll use some more colors, that the full predicate in blue there is plays baseball all day long, okay? And that the simple predicate is just plays. So again, we're, just to review real quick, we're always trying to find the verb, okay? That's this guy, plays. So hard to write. So plays, and the verb, including everything to the right, is going to be plays baseball all day long. That's always going to be your predicate, okay? And then to have a sentence, you need both the subject and the predicate. And we're going to look real quick at full sentences versus fragments versus run-ons, okay? If you have just the subject or the predicate, you have a fragment. If you have too many of either and it doesn't make sense, then you have what they call a run-on. So let me stop sharing real quick, and we will go to this section. I will include all of these as attachments for you, and we'll just do the first couple ones here. And we're supposed to identify fragment, run-on, and complete sentence. When you first start to write a story, you need to have an idea, okay? Number two, where can you get ideas? They come from so many places. This, if it should have a period or a comma or something in it, then this is just very hard to say. Where can you get ideas? They come from so many places. He said, split that up. That is going to be what they call a run-on. And then what you often need is going to be your fragment. And then the real sentence, when you first start to write a story, you need to have an idea. I'm going to send that to you guys. It's a couple of pages long, so you can identify, and it actually has the answer keys. Use the answer keys at the end to check yourself. Don't cheat at the beginning. That would be foolish. So let's just reteach real quick. A sentence fragment is a word or group that has no subject or predicate or does not express a complete thought. A run-on consists of two or more sentences joined without a conjunction or a period or a comma, okay? And you will get all of these as you go. So as we're talking fragments, full sentences, and then run-ons, we want to look at types of sentences, okay? And I would like to, we're going to go back to our handy dandy Socratica. There we go. And we're going to look at types of sentences. There are 4, and I'll give you cheat sheets for this because there's a section on Excel, and we'll go over that as well for you to complete. Again, everything's a little slower when the Zoom is on.
Introducing the Gillette Skin Guard. Your sensitive skin's been waiting for.
And we're good. Cool.
You get closer.
That's not good.
That still works. Still works.
There you go. All right. We're skipping it and moving on to
A sentence has a subject and a verb and expresses a complete thought, but not all sentences are the same. Not all thoughts are the same. You may want to tell someone a simple fact, or you might want to ask them a question or tell them what to do. Sometimes you're just overcome with emotion and you blurt out
you
how
can
you're
use your
feeling.
cheat sheet that I
There are
have
4
to
types of
identify the
sentences to
different
express
4 types
all
of
of these
sentences,
kinds
and
of
I'll show you what
thoughts.
that looks like
They are
afterwards.
declarative sentences,
Here's the 4
interrogative
types.
sentences, imperative sentences, and exclamatory sentences.
Okay, and they all have different
A
punctuations.
declarative sentence is a declaration of what you're thinking. You're not shouting. You're just stating a fact or expressing an opinion. It's a nice day today. I have brown hair. Orson Welles was a genius.
Out of all the sentences that are said or written on the face of the planet, most are declarative. It's like, here's some information. It's a nice day. I have brown hair. This guy's a genius. Those are just declaring some information, okay?
Declarative sentences end with a period.
So they always have a
An
period.
interrogative sentence asks a question. You're interrogating someone. You don't have to be a hard-boiled detective. You can ask a question very nicely. Most interrogative sentences start with some kind of questioning word. Who, what, where, when, why, how, do.
And do.
Who are you? What's for dinner?
What's for dinner?
Where are my keys? When is the test? Why do birds suddenly appear?
Who knows?
How are you?
Great. All of those, all of our interrogative, interrogation, 20 questions or whatever you want to call it, all end in a question mark.
Something to drink? Notice that all of these interrogative sentences end with a question mark. You won't find a question mark at the end of any other kind of sentence. An imperative sentence is a command or a request. You're telling or asking someone to do something. Clean your...
This is something that your mother, your father, somebody in charge of you, your teacher back in high school, middle school, told you to do. It is a formal request or a command.
Wait for me. Notice that an imperative sentence can end with a period or an exclamation mark, depending on how forcefully you say the sentence.
Do your work. Complete
An
everything.
exclamatory sentence is an exclamation. You're crying out suddenly. This doesn't have to mean shouting, just expressing intensity of feeling.
Mm-hmm.
You might be very surprised or happy or angry. You scared me. I love you. I'll miss you. I hate you.
These are all intense feelings, and as a writer, or when you're reading, you want to know how you should read that. Is it just "you scare me" or "you scare me"? So that is why we write or we read, and we get to see those exclamation points. It gives us a better idea of the intensity of the sentence that is supposed to be, or whether it is an exclamatory sentence or not.
Sentences all end with an exclamation mark. Careful not to overdo the exclamation mark in your writing. Try using a period and see if your sentence still conveys enough emotion.
How many of us overdo that on texting?
Notice that we had 4 types of sentences, but only 3 kinds of punctuation marks.
4 types.
Make sure you use the appropriate punctuation.
So you can literally on the cheat sheet just draw a big period for declarative, a question mark for interrogative, an exclamation, or a period for imperative, and then exclamation for exclamatory.
With the right kind of sentence to accurately express your thought. Period. Do you have something to say?
All right, so we'll go to, I'm gonna stop sharing and start sharing this 4 types of sentences. Okay, so this 4 types of sentences defined for you. You're going to get a copy of this, print it out, or digitally use it. That's declarative, which is a statement. Your interrogative was a question. Your imperative is a command. And your exclamatory, which has an exclamation point there. So examples for declarative: I have an older brother and a younger sister. Interrogative: how tall are you? And this is literally from IXL. I screenshotted it. Imperative is read the first chapter next week. Look out for that car. Exclamatory is some whales are over 90 feet long. That's a pretty incredible statement. And I can't wait until tomorrow. All right. I do want to, let's share the screen back again over here. And yes, let's go to IXL. And I want to show you the different sections here. Okay, so we're going to go to learning. You're going to language arts, obviously. I need you to go to your level, wherever it is. I a lot of times start at 3rd and then move my way up. You want to go all the way to grammar and mechanics and go to this first section, okay? That's going to be important. Sentences, fragments, run-ons. If you have a problem and you can't seem to find that skill, you could put, I believe, 4 types of sentences. And there it comes up, right? 4th grade. Is this sentence declarative, interrogative, imperative? And you could search that. Please use that search mode or that first section, okay? That has sentences, fragments, and run-on. We'll go over some of that tomorrow, probably during the Zoom, or potentially. We'll see where we go with that. But I wanted to give you some tools to look at both sentence structure, looking at sentences, fragments, run-ons, as well as types of sentences, which there are 4, okay? And we can add on to that. So I'm signing off. I will see you guys tomorrow multiple times, hopefully with these mini Zooms and the regular Zooms. And you have plenty to go over with. So have a great day.